Welcome back to Brownlow Books. Once again, filming from the dark days. Daylight savings just happened and... meh. If I hear a single person say it's for farmers, my farmer heritage ass will tell you no, it's not. Okay, so I've been super busy preparing for Christmas with my business, and I haven't had much time to read. But I was able to carve out a quick, 20 minutes, half hour to read this. Borders. Story by Thomas King, illustrations by Natasha Donovan. This is technically classed as a middle grade graphic novel. So that's why it only took, 20 minutes to half an hour when I read it. But I needed to read something. And I wanted to tell you about something. And this is where we're at. So... it is basically a young boy and his mother are going to go visit his sister who moved to Salt Lake City from Alberta? Somewhere in Alberta. I don't remember. Alberta. Do I remember? Lethbridge. It was Lethbridge. Okay, so this is going to be a crazy, chaotic one. They're going to visit her in Salt Lake City. And they get to the border, and they're like, okay, citizenship? And they're like, Blackfoot. Okay, Canadian or American, because they're on both sides of the border, right? And she's like, Blackfoot. And then it leaves them in, this limbo between borders for a couple of days. Well, her stubborn ass won't tell them, and the stubborn assholes at the border are just like, has to be one or the other. And it's like, does it though? They didn't choose what side of the border that they were going to be on. You just drew the line and said, you're Canadian now, or you're American now. So maybe hold it back there a little bit. Okay. So that's where we end up. It is a really nice story about, identity and belonging, and would really speak well to the middle grade that it is intended for. Which is probably why it'll end up banned. Or challenged, rather. You can't ban books. Don't fucking start. Okay. So yeah. I mean, the illustrations are really beautiful too. It's this really nice color palette. It's very soft, but full of color at the same time. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh, here's 3 colors and you have everything. It's, multiple colors. Yes, I'm showing all the things that have border guards in it because most of this fucking story involves them. Yeah, beautiful colors. Lovely story that would really speak to the middle grade kids about, Indigenous identity. And, belonging of, do you actually belong to this country, or do you belong to, what your heritage is? So on Goodreads, I forget the number because I did not write it down. It was a couple thousand, I think. Evens out to I think it was 3.9 something. One of those 3.9s that's really a 4. And, yes. Good call. Because, it's so hard with middle grade books on Goodreads as well. Because, the people rating them on Goodreads are going to be adults. They're going to be adults. Young adults. Sometimes, maybe, they have a Goodreads. I don't know. I don't know if they have an age minimum on Goodreads. But, that's pretty good. And, a lot of people said, oh, I'm going to read this to my kid, or, this is going to be great for this. And, yes, there was one person who wrote a review so fucking long that I'm pretty sure it had more words than are actually in this book. I did not read it. Shorten it up. Or put it in a video. Come on. All right. So, should you read? Yes, it's not going to take much out of your time, and you might get some entertainment and enjoyment out of it, and maybe kind of think about something you haven't been thinking about before. So yeah, it's got pretty good ratings. Why not give it a shot? It's not going to hurt. I feel like most libraries are going to have this book, especially in Canada, because Thomas King is Canadian. And, we love our Canadian content up here. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend. Why the fuck not? It's easy. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you around next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all those other things you're supposed to do. I don't know.